Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys to two different locations. You're going to see what look like triangles and quite possibly even some sort of a weird square or something up in the daytime sky. First, over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Melody. Not sure of the location, but that is one cool photo of the moon as it's dipping down below the horizon. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, you can see in the last 24 hours, we've seen yet another M-class solar flare. Here's a look at the Earth-facing side of the sun from just a few hours ago. And here's a look at the sun yesterday. Photo sent in by Scott from Shelton, Connecticut. And this is a view of the sun and the sunspots at 10:30 a.m. And here's another view on the same day, photo taken at 7 o'clock p.m. And notice the different location of the sunspots. I'll zoom in a little closer and put them side by side. This one here was at the top of the sun around 10:30 in the morning. 7 p.m. it had moved down here to the 4 o'clock position, and it started out up here around the 1 o'clock position. So it had moved over 90 degrees in just over 8 hours. That's because of the rotation of the Earth. And here's another view of this sunspot down here at the bottom of the sun, or at least that's where it appeared to be at 10:30 in the morning. By 7 p.m. at night, it had raised clear up above the equator, at least from Scott's point of view. So it just goes to show you that the Earth is indeed rotating on a 24-hour cycle. Checking in on the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us, looking a lot better. The storms that have been going through the Central Plains the last week, we're down to now 26,000 customers in Missouri without electricity and down to 15,000 in Illinois. And the main reason for the power outages has been the inclement weather. Here's another example of tree damage from July 2nd out of Lexington, Kentucky. Video footage submitted by Deborah, and you can see this tall tree broke from about, looks like 2/3 the way up, and it fell down on the back side of their house, taking down the gutter right there that's hanging down because the tall tree gave way to the very high winds that have been moving through the Central Plains recently. And sometimes those tall branches will fall into power lines, and right there's a good example of what brings the power lines down and creates power outages. Here's a good example of lightning from the last couple of days. Video here submitted by Nick from yesterday, July 3rd, east of the Mississippi. Notice this lonesome cloud off in the distance all by itself that was just loaded with ions. I mean, this thing here was bursting with light, again, over there all by itself. And this next segment is also out of Lexington, Kentucky, sent in by Irmaya from yesterday. They couldn't help but notice, and they described this as a big mothership-looking cloud off in the distance over there with like static electricity all around it. That is lightning, of course, inside the cloud that's shaped like a big saucer in the sky above Lexington, Kentucky. Once again, video footage from yesterday. And here's some lightning also from yesterday out of Katy, Texas, sent in by Nate from yesterday afternoon. Look how close that lightning was to his location. And that anomaly you see right there, that purple line that's going horizontal across the sky, looks like the lightning made contact with something on the ground. But that originated from right there. That little point of light is what created that anomaly that you see in the photograph. A lot of times that's misconstrued for something to do with the camera, and it's because of the origin of the bright light. It came out of that little bitty section of sky right there, and it caused the light to scatter in both directions, kind of like a flashlight creates a beam of light. That's what you're seeing right there. And here's another example. If this were something to do with the camera, the light would be in front of the house. You would see light on the roof as it would be something to do with the camera. That light anomaly is in the sky. It goes behind the roof line of the house, and it originates from that small point right there where the lightning originates from in the sky right there. And that's what created that anomaly that showed up in the video sent in by Nate out of Katy, Texas. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, looking at some earthquake activity around the caldera and in the middle of Yellowstone Lake. Nothing major, but a little bit of activity going on at the supervolcano. And here's a look at July 3rd's full moon. Photo sent in by Jim. Not sure of the location, but that was as it came up over the eastern horizon last night on July 3rd of 2023. I want to take you guys now up to Ottawa. Video footage and photos sent in by Josh from June 27th, 2023 at 8:18 p.m. And he couldn't help but notice this what looked like an unnatural feature up in the sky at sunset. And he also noticed one right over here, looked like a big triangle or something right there in the sky, but it wasn't quite as obvious as this one over here on the left. And you see the sharp point right there, and in the photos that you're going to see here in just a moment, it goes down even farther. It looks like a huge, right there, it looks like a huge triangle craft. Let me pause it right here. And you can see right here, there's also a point down here, making what looks like two triangles or one large triangle in the sky as the sun was setting, visible from his location in Ottawa. I want to take you guys from Ottawa to northwestern Georgia. This video is submitted by David from July 2nd of 2023, just a couple of days ago, and he noticed what looked like two triangles up in the sky. You can see the vapor that's shaped like a triangle, and then as we zoom in and do some modifications, you're going to see what looks like a solid triangle in the middle of the vapor that's shaped like a triangle. This has some narration. Once again, this video footage was taken by David on July the 2nd.
Perfect triangle almost. And it's much lower than all the other clouds. I'm gonna see two triangles in it. Yeah, there's two triangles. One in the middle, shaped like a right side up triangle, and then you have the upside down.
And as you can clearly see on the left-hand side, I modified it and zoomed in really close. Notice what looks like a rectangle up here at the 1-2 o'clock position, and then the triangle feature in the center. And it looks like, according to the vapor in the sky, there was a larger one, or that's the one that was sitting there that made the large vapor that's shaped like a triangle. This one here turned counterclockwise just a little bit. And in the modified version over on the left, you can see what looks like something reflecting off the center of what appears to be a triangle or some sort of a unnatural looking feature in the daytime sky, and that's what compelled David to take this video. There weren't any other clouds in the sky that looked even remotely close to what was going on right there. So good observation by David out of northwestern Georgia. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. You can always find a link down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. Simply click on the red tab, drag and drop your video into the red banner. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.